Welcome back, yet again, my friends, to the Live on Leet Flea podcast.
Wow.
Does it say that one more time?
Live on Leet Flea.
Getting real Avette gourd with it these days. Huh?
I mean, we're just trying to see what we can get away with at this point. You know,
okay.
It's just, how many ways can I say it wrong?
How far can we stretch this bit?
Forever.
I've got to come up with some way to start the episode every time. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of weight on my shoulders. And I'm just doing the best I can.
You
okay?
did great.
Zach, I'm going to say you're killing it.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. You liked Live on Leet Flea? You liked, I think
I did, actually.
one of my stronger ones, huh?
Yeah. Of all the things you've ever said, it's one.
Of all the things I've ever
Man,
said.
that'll be on your. That'll be part of your epitaph, dude.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. Put that shit on my tombstone,
That's
dog.
right. Yeah, dude. I remember Zach.
Please,
when he said,
God, don't put that on my tombstone.
Please, God.
and it just resonated with me.
I think I'm going to make that my entire personality.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Good luck with that. Yeah, that's a Herculean task, I would say, trying to make that. You mean like saying shit wrong? Is that what you mean?
No, Live on Leet Flea.
Oh,
That in and of itself will be my personality henceforth.
Whew, man.
all right. Well, I'm interested to see how that plays out.
I'm not.
I don't think I am.
It's like watching
I
a
would
slow
advise
motion
against that.
train wreck, you know?
Yeah, really. I advise against that course of action.
Yay.
Yikes.
What happened since last time we talked, folks? I don't know.
I went to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
I got some more water.
Congratulations.
I forgot to get another beer. It's probably for the best, though.
I mean, you can still do that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's time.
I mean, if you guys are going to talk about anime again, I definitely will.
Well,
How
if we
many
guys talk about fish, I'm going to go grab a beer.
talked about fish?
You know that's
Who's that?
The nerve of this motherfucker.
What are you talking about?
What's
the
a fish?
the food?
And it's like, I'm not a
the animal,
marine
the food.
biologist.
I told you that last episode.
Yeah. Oh, the
Oh,
ice
we
cream.
fucking
The
Yeah,
ice cream, fish
yeah, the
food.
It's too
Jerry's ice
chocolate.
cream.
It's too chocolate.
Too chocolate. You know, it kind of is. It's a little
Isn't
much,
it, though?
isn't it? It's a little rich.
much. Yeah, I agree.
It's a little rich. Like, just a little bit, and you're good on it, I think.
You mean the fish food ice cream?
yeah.
Yeah.
I
I've
have
never
some
had
in
it.
my
Ben and
freezer
Jerry's.
right now. It's
man,
delicious.
it's kind of decadent, you know.
Shut.
It's a little self-indulgent.
Shut your ice cream hurting mouth.
Your ice cream
holes.
hole.
Your ice cream holes.
I kind of only want like 6 to 7 minutes of chocolate, not 30 minutes of chocolate. You know, what
I-
I'm saying? Like,
You don't have
I
to-
tried
hey,
it once, and I don't know how I feel about noodles in my ice cream.
Noodles.
What?
what?
Fish
Oh.
noodling. I should
okay.
not have to explain that to you guys.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You like took my joke and then made it worse.
Hi, Adam. I'm Josh.
How many
Live and
years?
Leet Flea, man.
I don't know.
Live
Yeah, live and lead
well on
flea,
your way.
dude. Come on.
This is
Well,
what the
anyway.
personality was? just reverting?
I thought
Oops, all Josh.
I thought it was pretty. Here's the thing. As loath as I am to admit it, I think the joke got better after he explained it. 'Cause
It absolutely
Everybody
did.
just looked at me like, noodles
But
and ice
after he
cream?
did, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's actually pretty good. I
Well,
think,
all I was thinking was like, you tried the wrong fish food, man. Like, that's some knockoff shit.
We were
Don't
all
do
going
that.
like seaweed.
there wasn't any. Was there dried ramen in that shit or something? Like,
Did you get the Trader Joe's fish food? What?
Dude, imagine
Yeah.
dried, crunched up ramen. They're like itty bitty little crunchy bits in ice cream. That might
I
actually
mean, that
be
would
good.
probably
might
be pretty good.
slap.
That
Yeah.
sounds like
be
something
good.
that somebody
they
at a
put
fish
chips
show
in
would
some-
try, you know?
I do love like
Man.
pretzels and ice cream. So
Yeah.
sweet salty combo. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like the
exactly.
potato
salty
chips, the chocolate covered
Potato chips?
Yeah, there's a Ben and Jerry's flavor. I think it was
was,
Jimmy Fallon's flavor.
It's
Yeah.
America. No, late
no,
night.
that's Colbert's.
That's Colbert's.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
American Dream. It's like the late night snack or something like that.
Yeah, late night something. Yeah.
I think it is late night snack.
Yeah. And then he got Tonight cookie dough, which that's really good because it has like brownie batter and chocolate chip cookie dough and
Nice.
vanilla and chocolate ice cream. It's not all chocolate.
Is that the one that's got peanut butter cookie dough in it? Or is that the...
Oh, yeah.
Anything
Yeah,
peanuts.
that's right. You don't like
Burned it.
M
peanut
says no.
butter.
Except
That's
for
right. Yeah.
except for Screwball whiskey. You tried that
Yeah,
once, and you're like,
That's
"That's
the
that was
whiskey
actually
talking.
pretty good. That is the whiskey talking, though.
That's the whiskey talking right
The
there.
only other peanuts I can do, like boiled peanuts, or peanuts in a bottle of glass bottle Coke.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it.
Both check out.
Never had.
Yeah, both check out.
You've never had anything that everyone's had.
I mean,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No,
that,
I mean,
that
like-
one is more uncommon.
That's some
I'm
redneck
well
shit.
aware of the it's a very southern thing. Like
Yeah.
go get one of those, the little like 89-cent
Yep.
packet of peanuts from the gas station and pour
they're
them in your Coke.
$1.30 now." But
Yeah.
Oh, you got not the gas stations I go to.
They're pretty good. I haven't had one in a few years, but
I
they were a staple of
remember
my childhood.
peanuts and Coke, but God, maybe high school or something that was a thing.
I probably
I
did that in
never
high
did.
school.
I never have.
It's good.
Well, I grew up in the country, so that was what we did. We raced, 4-wheelers and drank our Coke.
You raised
peanuts.
4-wheelers from little baby
Yes, that
4-wheelers
they had
to full-grown
it's
4-wheelers.
like piglets, but 4-wheelers. There's 8 or 9 of them. They all grow up together. One of them's the runt.
We had a 4-wheeler farm. People would come out, pick their 4-wheeler, take them home. You have to let your 4-wheeler choose you, honestly.
Dude, I discovered today just how country Emily was. I guess I'll try to briefly tell the story.
Oh, cool boy.
All right, next week I have to go teach a class. The class is in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it's like a tiny town. There's like 800 people in the town. I was talking about it in our group chat earlier, and I mentioned that I had discussed that I was going to this town with another person that I work with, and this guy said that he was in this town about 10 years ago, and he went to a gas station, and he saw a sign out in front of this gas station that said, "Coons for sale," as in raccoons for sale. And he walks. First of all, he walked in and he asked the clerk, "Oh, so are those like for pets or something?" Before I even got to the punchline, Emily had hit the skull emoji, reacted to it, and I was like, "Wait, like she already knows." But the clerk was like, "No, those are for eating."
Those are for eating.
If that tells you how country this place is, but the fact that Emily already knew that these raccoons for sale were for eating.
What else would
Waste
they be
not,
for,
won't
man?
not.
For pets, man.
Nah, that's
Fuck a
illegal.
raccoon as a pet, dude. That's a
I think
disaster waiting to
Corey's
happen.
a strong raccoon pet advocate, I believe.
They're,
Oh, really?
they're
Well,
dog
Corey-
hunting coons. You get a pack
Corey-
of coons and hunt the dog.
Bro, I've seen some raccoons that would do that.
It's like the country
Absolutely.
version of the Fox and the Hound.
Dude,
Anyway.
raccoons are wild, like literally. But also, there was a gang of raccoons, like in Petal, where I lived. That back in my restaurant days, I would, we'd work till 1 a.m, then go to the bar till 2 till it closed, and I'd drive home. And there was like 2 or 3 different times where I was driving back into town, like there's no cars on the road, and I'd pass like this glass shop in Petal and look over, and there was this gang of raccoons that had after dark, after midnight, that was their turf. And there was like 2 of those big green trash cans, and they would all night long. The biggest raccoons I've ever seen. There'd be 8 or 10 of them all standing up on top of both of those green trash cans. And like I drove by and like I just happened to look over and I saw it and did a double take, and they're all standing there. Like I swear they had tattoos and gold chains. And stuff. They were just like,
One of them like takes a finger across their neck.
like staring me down. And I was like, I'm in a car. Like I'm not gonna bother you.
Yeah, dude.
Those are like the dude.
The
we
geese?
have the geese.
Yes.
We have geese at work that
yeah.
fly through and absolutely demolish our parking lot with their
These are assholes.
Excrements.
geese
dude.
feces, and
They're geese.
geese.
Oh, I'm so proud of y'all. Oh,
Look at that around. It's like they're like cascaded down the calls.
that was good. That might have been the highlight of my day.
What a low bar! What a low bar!
Yeah. Hopefully you
I'm
have
sorry,
better
it's
days
a
ahead,
bad
Emily.
day.
I did. I had a little rough day, to be fair.
I apologize. I'm glad we could hit the high point for you, though, with geesees.
Geesees really did it. Thanks. No, I wonder if the geese that are over at the park, the walking little nature park near our house, like, I wonder if those are friends with the geese that come to your parking lot. Because we go out there and walk most every day. And the geese are always there. And also, there's one duck.
Yeah.
It's like a black
One
and
really
white
ugly
duck. Yeah.
I know which one you're talking about.
And he's like the Mafia
This is-
Don or something.
This is like the geese that were out at
I was just
cabin.
When we
thinking
did the
that.
STF con, yeah.
I have
just
told
thinking
Matthew that
that.
story.
So
And all
you're
geese
saying
are
On this
bullying
show, we
the
talked
duck?
about it.
Yeah.
the little duck.
you were saying you think that you're wondering if they might be friends with the ones at Zach's work.
I mean, they're just
I don't
geese.
think
They're
geese are friends with
assholes.
anyone.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I'm with you, Josh. I'm with you.
there's
I
a
think,
lot
I
of-
think they just
there's
have
a lot
some
of
all the way
trouble,
down.
you know?
All the way down.
And they're not there every day. I mean, it's possible that they're the same geese. I don't know how many geese concentrate in one area. I don't know how that works.
At least 7.
There's way more than 7 geese that,
Oh,
that
so
chill
there
out
you
in my
go.
work.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
at least 7.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking like 40, 50, something.
That's
I mean,
too many geese. You should call somebody.
we can't do anything about it. But they get all bent out of shape when like they're chilling on either side of like the drive, and you need to get through there. They look at you like, excuse you, we're right here. Like, what's your problem? And I'm like, my problem is I'm a human being in a fucking motor vehicle, and you are a small flying creature who will be crushed underneath my tire if you don't move your feathered ass out of my way.
Bullshit. Look at my scary, scary mouth.
The only reason that I'm not more antagonistic towards the geese is I feel like they would know my car and then also just pile
Target
geesees
it.
all
Yeah.
over my car,
Yeah.
And I just
I'm
don't.
like
I
picturing-
drive a white car, man. Okay.
I'm now just like with all this critter talk. I'm just picturing a version of the Warriors where it's all anamorphic. It's like geese and raccoons
clanking
in
bottles.
different gangs.
Yeah.
It's like the Watership Down version of
Yeah, right.
the
And then, like
Warriors.
the initial meeting area in Warriors is your parking lot, and then they split off into smaller groups. Like all the different geese gangs come together
And they start
geeses
snapping
down.
and singing.
Yeah. Warriors,
Dude, if
come
those
out to
geese-
play.
Listen, I'd be a lot cooler with those geese if they could like snap and sing. That'd be awesome. Because they don't really contribute anything other than
Except
their geesees,
geesees,
to my
geesees.
environment.
They're
But I'd be down
fertilizing.
for a band, right? Hypothetically speaking.
This banter got away from us, I think. And I like it. I'm here for it.
It's it's live and lead flea. So that's, anything
In the spirit
goes.
of the live and leet flea.
Right.
I guess we can play some Starfinder if you want to do that too. We can certainly.
Right.
yeah.
It's door opening time. And closing.
And closing.
Yeah, well, you left us on a hanger.
I did.
did.
I did.
Like a fingernail.
Yeah.
Yep. So you're making your way through Terra 5, and you are sort of on the western side of the facility. You found Dev, the technician, the ROV technician. He's he's a little concussed,
Concussed.
but he's got the spirit. Okay, and Tia's staying behind to operate this thing if need be. Right. And you're all making your way towards the southern door in this hallway, right? Essentially to try to move into the southwestern quadrant. Not quadrant, it's octagot?
Octet.
Octet.
Octent.
Octant.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Yeah. You can tell I'm really good at like math and geometry and stuff. Like,
We all are. Crushing it.
It was my favorite subject in school. Anyway, when we last left the crew of the Independence, Gadrick, you were in the process of opening this door, were you not?
Oh, I was opening it.
Okay, you open the door. All right. So, this is another hallway. You might have guessed that's another hallway. Thankfully, there is no water in this hallway. But you certainly need to start moving through it. Let's see. Morgan, you're still pretty far back, right? Still pretty far back.
I'm in the back.
Away. Okay. So we will keep on pushing then through the next round. All right.
Oh, wait.
Hold
Gadrick
up, it was
has his
still
whole
good.
turn.
Oh, you
So
have your
that's the
whole
thing.
turn.
That
Yeah.
was a reaction, or a prepared
that's-
action, sorry,
Yeah.
to open the door when the other one was closed. So now I've got my turn. We're still at the end of round 3 right now.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Round 4.
All right. What would you
We
like
are
to do
on
this
round
turn, Gadget?
Yeah. So doors open. Gadrick's moving in and
Yeah.
going to move in the hallway. Man, these diagonals. Starfinder distance diagonals suck.
Yes.
So
That is a true
that's
statement.
15 feet plus 20. I'm going to use... oh, shit. Actually, can I open the door from the square that I'm pinging right now? Because is diagonal close to it, or do I need to be on one of the other ones that's
You can
a hair
open. You can
closer?
open that door from that diagonal.
Okay. So I should be able to 15 feet there. How do I
Well, you have full movement, right? Because
right, but I'm wanting to see if I can get there in one. I sure can.
yeah.
So I'm going to move my 30 feet to get to this door and ready in action to open this door when the previous one's closed.
Okay. Can certainly do that. Gadget, roll me a
would-
perception check.
All right.
Wait, we have to close this other hallway door too?
Only one door can be open at a time, correct?
Yeah, but I thought that was just for chambers. I'm just clarifying. We have to close the hallway separating door as well.
As it stands right now, it's not a problem for you to leave that open. You know what I'm saying? Again, I believe mechanically speaking, you're supposed to close one door. If you want to leave one open, you have to force that thing open. Right? You have to use a
Yeah.
string check to force it open because there's going to be some sort of trigger to
Like a fail safe to keep from flooding
yeah.
compartments.
Yeah. Let me go back. Let me go back and read the text again just to give you
That's okay. No,
the full
I'm with it.
definitive.
It was just clarifying. I'm good.
That
So,
perception check was a 21.
Nice.
Okay, Gadrick, you pick up on like in your head, you hear this like it's not even words. It's like a feeling of like distress,
Oh boy.
like a telepathic like feeling of distress that you pick up on as you start approaching this door.
Does it feel like friendly distress or not so friendly distress?
You can't. There's no way to know.
Okay.
I love that. Is your distress friendly? Are we
We cool?
we cool? I'll help you, but I gotta know if we're cool first.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So Gadrick's readying. Wait till the next door is closed, and then we'll open this door. Right.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right, Roland.
All right. Well, it's gonna take me a minute to get. It's gonna take me a minute to get there. That's as far as I can get with all the squeeze, because all this is squeezing in here, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So I get right at the mouth of the intersecting hallway,
Okay.
square
Very
away
good.
from Gadrick.
We're at the top of round 5. Vincent, you're up.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna have to follow suit. As much as it pains me with my limited land speed. Yeah. I'm gonna follow suit. Okay. So I get to the door without any kind of speed penalty. There, I have to
Okay.
move 10
The
feet.
diagonal is weird, but I mean, the
Well,
door
I
can
can't
be-
move any further than that anyway. So I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
it's
I'll
a
let
good
you.
point.
I'll let you. Yeah, I'll let you have that
Yeah.
5 feet just to get out of the doorway itself. 'Cause
Mm-hmm.
The diagonal, like I said, is kind of weird. No problem there. Okay, Morgan.
All right. Morgan is also going to have to double move to get out of this hallway situation. And I think I have just enough. Can I just stay in the door?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that'll work for now, right?
Yeah, that'll work for now.
That's my turn.
Okay.
That took your whole turn to do that, right?
Yeah. I will say though, I do have emotion sense, which is like blind sense, but for emotions, I can locate creatures within 60 feet that have emotions as if you had blind sense.
Morgan, I was going to say, as soon as you actually, get into this, you certainly pick that up as well. And anybody that's not Morgan can also roll a perception check if you want to try to pick up on this vibe that Gazrick is picking up on. Morgan, you will automatically pick it up. It's okay. You don't even have to roll. But yeah, it's wordless, it's weak, and it's you just get this sense that it's a plea for help. Okay, Roland with the 12, you do not detect it, but Vincent with the 19, you will.
All right.
Morgan would say, someone is up ahead. They need help.
Yeah, I was getting this weird feeling about it.
Just push forward. Steady, right, Morgan?
Yes.
Tia, now is your turn.
Well, I was going to say,
like
I'm in this other room, so
right.
I don't get the sense of the...
No, you're not close enough for that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, time to get to work. Tia turns to their new concussed friend, is like, all right, Mr. Dev, tell me what you can. I do have extensive engineering background, so with your help, we should be able to get this puppy up and working.
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay, so, and he kind of walks you through the remote control for this thing. Mm-hmm. And you can deploy it essentially out of the floor of this, right? And you'll just roll a piloting check or an engineering check, every round that you want to. It's got pretty good range. Let me double check if there's like a specific limitation in how far you can go on that. Yeah. So it'll take you a full action, right? And a piloting or engineering check, If you fail that check twice in a row, the ROV will malfunction and become unusable for 1d4 rounds. But with a successful check, you can move the ROV to a different room's exterior or repair a breach, in the adjacent room that you're in, right? That ROV is in. So essentially, it'll be one round to move the ROV into position, another full round with a check to repair, which will slow the flooding. It'll have the speed of the flooding in that specific.
How is this thing getting out? It's in this room.
Yeah, so it's essentially gonna drop down a panel in the floor. Okay. A hatch will close and then open that hatch, to go down. Okay. So if you want to go ahead and deploy the ROV on this round, you certainly can with a piloting or engineering check.
Yeah, and so I would, on the comms, it takes an action to get in and then an action to deploy?
You don't get in. It's remote operated.
Oh, okay. I'm just using a controller or something.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and so then she messages the group and is like, all right, I'm about to begin deployment of the ROV. As soon as you are able to find a breach, I'll then be able to move it into position to try and repair and stop some of the flooding.
Very good. So you deploy the ROV. So it's, after the end of this round, it's going to be waterside, I guess, right? It'll be ready to move.
Yep.
Wherever you want it to move.
In position, yep.
Yep. The thing fires up, little electric motors whir to life, and the panel on the floor opens up, sinks down, and closes behind it. The panel underneath it opens up and sends the RV out into the sea.
Yeah, and I'll have So I've taken the controller to like initiate deploying it, but I'm also going to have Mantis just like move up to Dev and kind of just be there for support. Like, here, lean on Mantis. I know you're probably feeling kind of woozy. I don't need you falling down and hurting yourself.
This is
Mantis is just going to keep blowing like little bursts of air in his face.
Yeah, little jets like in an airplane above you, you know?
that's a pretty cool drone you got there. Make
I
this one yourself?
Vomit in your mouth. I did.
You what?
I did. Oh, sorry.
Oh, right. Yeah. I know this one. I know this one. Civics. I vomit in your mouth too, ma'am. Thank you.
Delight.
So wholesome.
I have made a new friend this day.
All right. That's your turn. Gaddy. We opening the door?
Yeah, I guess I didn't really get to use my things. The door behind us closed?
No.
Oh, that's right. It's not.
So then I'm going to hold my turn until it is. So that I can use that prepared action. If it works out.
I think we're getting way too... Yeah. If you don't open it now, then...
I mean, I physically can't. I don't think.
Right, because the door's open.
And I'm not going to try and... I mean, what you said, was it athletics or was it pure strength check?
It's a strength check to like...
To force it.
Keep it open, I guess, but
all right, so let's solve this.
The reason I asked, I have a good athletics
right
score.
Now.
I do not have a good strength score.
But then you'd have to move back to the open door.
No, if I forced it with strength, or athletics rather, if that's an option.
I think that the strength check is to force the door to stay open.
No, it's to force the door open while another one is open.
It's to prevent a door from closing at all. In the interest of keeping things moving, I'm going to say that you do not need to close a hatch, but every hatch that you leave open, when you hit some water, it's going to move into all of those places. You know what I'm saying? It's going to move into every open available place.
Okay.
So
I mean, I'm cool with like continuing as we were. You know, like to force a door open with a strength check.
Yeah, we're just trying to understand the parameters, right? And so, like,
well, and also,
if the strength check is to hold a door open, it implies that the door automatically closes.
Right, and so I'm
that's
trying
why
to
I was
find
thinking
where that is.
It would be a strength check to force a door open to basically override its locks, like manually, physically overpower the locking mechanism holding it in place.
Mm-hmm. Well, I may have spoken wrong. You know, like I'm not infallible, so like I may have given you incorrect information.
But you gave us information, and so that's what we can roll with.
Yeah.
You know? We can play it that way.
I know for a fact that the hatches going into rooms that are completely flooded, right, or partially flooded, have strength checks to open them.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? I swear I've read this section so many times, and I cannot find at all where it says like one closes when one opens.
I gotcha.
But
no,
like
that's fine.
I don't know.
I think it makes sense logically as far as that.
Well, it matters insofar as that it affects your ability to make tactical decisions and to work with the information that you're given. So it does matter, right?
I'm not saying it doesn't matter. I'm saying that we are going to continue to close doors behind us because we don't want water to flood them.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We're just going to be using the actions to do that, which means that's going to cause some challenges that we're facing right now about when Gadrick's going to open the door or whatever, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, so we're taking enough time on this already.
Potential
Gadrick,
wasted.
You can't ready an action.
Turns.
You can't. Yeah. You can't delay your turn. I mean, you can ready another action on your turn. Or you can open the door right now.
I'm just going to hold my turn.
No, go ahead and open the door. Just go ahead and open the door because Morgan can close the door on their turn, and that'll be fine. Like, we don't have water rushing right now, so...
Okay.
Correct. Yep.
Well, Gadrick opens the door. What does he say?
Gadrick, you open the door.
And all the water rushes in.
Yep. Whole base flooded. You're fucked. No, that's not what happens. You take a peek into this sleek, well-appointed laboratory that has a variety of research and analytical equipment in it. Built into its curved exterior wall, you see several aquariums, and they're all hosting a myriad of life. We're talking coral colonies, these small glowing fish, and a large eel with leathery fins. You see all these large rectangular metal tanks topped with nets of fine mesh that are resting below each of the aquariums. You also see dissection tables, scales, and waterproofed computers sitting in organized rows in the middle of the room. You moving in?
I guess I'm going in the room. Yeah.
Okay, go in the room.
Not too far. Just enough to kind of none of that really. Like Gadrick's mostly curious about where that sense or feeling of dread came from. Does it get stronger as he moves into the room?
Yes, certainly. You can roll another perception check if you would like.
Okay. Well, that's not as good. That's 6 on the die for 18.
Okay, 18's enough. You sort of like pinpoint it to one of the aquariums. Okay, one of the aquariums has this creature in it. It's tough to say here. I'll give you a picture. I believe I can give you a picture of this creature. It's a little bit like a catfish and a tadpole.
It's like a catfish eel.
Yeah. With kind of like tendrils.
With like nerve-like fibers.
Yeah.
Nerve. Yeah, for sure.
And this creature appears to be quite distressed, right? Like it's swimming, like nervously about the tank, like just like it appears to be under a lot of duress, But that'll be the end of your turn.
Non-friendly distress.
Impossible to say. It's impossible to say.
Who's to say?
Roland, your turn.
Okay. Does Gadrick say anything?
Yeah, I guess he would relay that. Well, there's weird, nervy, real nervous-looking catfish in there, putting off a lot of bad vibes. Not talking. It just feels weird.
Bad vibes. What are you talking about?
It's just a real bad vibe catfish. Real nervous.
Is there anything in there that we need to address, or should we press forward?
Hell, ain't nothing leaking, so I guess not.
All right. Well, get out here, I guess.
Morgan,
is there any type of
certainly,
Yeah.
You hear the captain say that, and that feels based on what you're picking up from this thing. That feels wrong.
Yeah, that is
feels
immoral.
wrong.
Yeah. Captain, I'm sorry, this person, this catfish, whatever, they need help. Something is wrong.
Has the pressure gotten to both of you? What are you talking about? A catfish?
Yeah, catfish.
Because I didn't feel the feeling,
Listen to the kitten. Or not, listen to
No, Vincent, you feel it too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I felt what
he said it's the wrong
Morgan
person.
felt.
Listen.
Yeah. I just listened to the wrong person.
Kitten, I think Morgan's got a point here. We need to listen to it.
This is a sentient creature that has full emotions. Whatever this thing is, catfish, I don't know.
Catfish, Roland.
Dang catfish.
Fine.
It's real distressed, like.
Friendly or enemy distress? That's really important.
Well, damn it, Captain, I can't tell.
Fine, and you'll make his way in.
As I said, Morgan, you it sounds like a plea for help to you.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly not hostile
Yeah.
certainly not unfriendly distress.
Yeah. The emotions
desperation.
coming off of this person, this creature, this entity, are not that of someone trying to manipulate, but someone in true duress.
All right, well, I'm in the room, points me to this catfish. Where is it?
It's the one that looks like a catfish.
Oh, right. That's my turn.
Okay. All right. Top of round 6.
All right,
Vincent.
So Vincent is going to squeeze through this hallway and 20 feet will get him just to the door.
Okay, you get inside. I will let you make a perception check if you would like.
I will.
Again, you will notice the creature in the tank as well that Gadrick would have pointed out. But if you wanted to look around the room, for anything else, you certainly can do a perception check if you'd like.
Is this a room made out of stone? I'm kidding.
It's not made of stone. No advantage on that. No bonus on that.
Sure.
Okay.
21.
21.
Vincent, directly to your left and right, on these tables, you notice a variety of reagents, right, that appear to be quite valuable. In fact, I would say that if you were to collect these reagents, you could sell them for somewhere around 10,000 credits.
Okay. All right. So
That's
not knowing what
price.
these are.
That's selling price.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
So-
you just get a sense. These look real fancy,
Right,
you just
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So somebody else on the crew might know, might have a better idea to be able to appraise them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's going to go ahead and
I'll
scoop
save you the
them up.
time and appraise them for you.
Yeah,
I
right,
appraise them at 10,000 credits. So be aware of that.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and make a mental note of that. You said how much again?
About 10,000.
10,000. Thank you.
Maybe a written note too, John.
I'm sorry.
Maybe a written note too.
That's literally what I'm doing right now. Is I'm putting it down in a.
You said mental note. I just wanted to make sure.
I did say mental note. Okay, I totally meant writing it down. Yeah.
I'm just gonna jot this down in my forget jar.
It's always
Like
empty. I don't know what's going on.
It's always empty.
Okay. So I will also say that I will give this to you, Gadrick, and to Vincent, because you did pass your perception checks. Roland, if you want to roll another perception check.
I didn't even get a chance to roll one.
Okay. Well, go ahead. I'll let you roll one now.
I really thought you were going to be like, okay, sucks for you.
So too
Moving
bad.
on.
Moving on.
Ooh, very good.
27.
27. All right, so Roland. You do kind of start picking up on this telepathic message.
Oh, this catfish. I understand.
Oh, I get it.
Now, in addition to that, you also notice that each of these aquariums, right? Every single aquarium has something of a hatch that you can manipulate one way or the other that will allow it to open either into the lab or out to the sea. Right? So all of these creatures that they have in these aquariums that they've been studying, they can either, open a hatch, which will, put some water down into, not enough to be a problem, but it will do that. But you could also open it up to seaside if you want to. Does that make sense? Pick which way you want to go, essentially, with it, right? So, I'm just letting you know that, okay? And Gadrick and Vincent, you would also notice that as well with that perception check.
All right, cool.
So anyway, that brings us to Morgan. Morgan, what do you do?
First action is to shut the door.
Shut the door, okay.
And then, I said shut the door, Foundry. And then I'm going to move forward. That's 10 feet. And now I can kind of see the room a little bit. And, no, I'm just going to go ahead and move my whole 15 feet.
Yeah.
And that's all I can do.
Yeah.
But end.
Yeah, this squeezing situation.
It's a doozy, man.
Yeah, it's all good.
That's why we got to get an all Yosoki party next time.
All right, Tia, the ROV is deployed, but you don't really know
Don't have anything I can do with it yet.
where to send it to because you're depending on. Now you can take a look at the cameras. You know what I mean, and the only thing that's very clear from this perspective on the camera is that the southeast pod is completely destroyed. It
like
appears as if a drill
unrepairable.
bit has, malfunctioned in some way and rammed itself up into that pod.
Okay. So would that would be southeast from so I'm the ROV
on the
dropped
western side.
sort of underneath. So wait, say what you were saying?
I was just going to say, you can tell that one's broken, but it's so far beyond this
Right, it's not one we
machine's
can
ability
fix.
to repair that it cannot be repaired.
But that would be
That's the southeast pod.
But it's the southeast pod.
okay. Yeah, that's
You know,
what I was
so if you
trying
want
to
to
lock
relay
in.
that to your party, hey, the southeast pod is completely submersed.
Yeah,
You can certainly
that's
do
what I
that.
was gonna do. I was just trying to nail down, make sure I had the correct direction. But yeah, so on comms or whatever to the captain, she's trying not to be real loud or check in too often, so that you guys can move quickly. But it's I've deployed the ROV. Just a quick scan in the nearby vicinity. It appears a pod to the southeast is not what we're looking for because it is completely destroyed. No hope of fixing water levels in that one.
Excellent intel. Perhaps you should move the ROV to the north. We have one room left to check here on the south. If what you say is true, we won't be able to explore that southeast one. So we're gonna clear this catfish aquarium, and then don't ask. Yeah, don't ask. It's fine.
Tia, you also, I'm sorry, from that same perspective, you can detect that the south pod is also...
Scratch that. We're not going to do any more pods down here, so head it to the north. The south and the southeast pods, like you just told me, are very flooded, and so
Yes,
thank you. You saved
everything
us
to the south is just bombed out.
Okay, great. That's great timing, because that was going to be our next step.
So there you go.
All right,
That was actually really good intel that you get from your perspective.
good,
So that'll save some time,
nice.
Okay.
That's
That
the
good?
name of the game.
Anything else? Anything else you'd like to do this turn?
What else could I do?
Did you say you wanted to move the ROV north?
Can
northward?
I?
Yeah.
After doing scans and stuff?
Yeah,
Yes,
you can
if
move,
I,
was
if
just
I
you
can
can
move
just
it
see
in
that on the
position in the
screens.
north.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, great. All right. You do that. I mean, the little camera that's on your remote control device that you have, you
I can
steer
see
with
it
that thing.
clearly within the theater of my mind.
Yeah. All right, Gadrick, your turn.
I guess Gadrick's gonna head back out, and you said both the south and southeast are flooded, right?
Right.
Yes.
So Gadrick is going to, let's measure, that's 30. Yeah, I'm going to take, I guess, both movements to get to the door. Actually, I'm going to get just barely not at the door so somebody else can open it.
Well, we're going to probably use all our turns to deal with this catfish, so you should get as close to the door as you can.
Okay, well, I do that.
Okay, you do that.
So yeah, Gadrick is on standby yet again for door duty.
All right.
Okay. All right. Roland, you are up.
Okay. This feeling of distress, do I get the sense that it's trying to tell us to free them out into the water?
It's hard for you to say. You know what I mean? You don't have telepathy or anything, so you can't really get us all. You see this thing wildly thrashing about. It looks distressed. That's all you can really tell. Now you can certainly try to, if you want to roll a life
motive?
science, you can.
Well, I mean, I don't want to roll life science.
Okay.
But why wouldn't it be sense motive? Not really trying to figure out the biology of the creature. I'm trying to get the vibe of what the distress is. And it's communicating telepathically, so it has some sort of intent behind that distress that it's communicating, right?
It's hard to say.
Right. I'd like to do a roll that would make it less hard to say.
Okay.
Would sense motive be appropriate, or is
Sure.
it just not? That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. I mean,
Hard to say.
I'm not sure, like, specifically what you're looking for. You know, like what specifically?
I'm trying to get a sense of this creature has put out this distressing telepathic vibe.
Yep.
So we're coming to help it. I'm trying to get a sense by looking at it, watching it, using my intuition to get a sense of what it is distressed about and what it wants us to do about that. You know what I mean? Like, what is causing it distress? Because there's no immediate danger in here.
Yeah.
So so that leads me to believe that it's intelligent and knows that there's something outside of its immediate perception is going wrong. And if it's that intelligent, it should be able to somewhat trying to communicate what it's wanting from us.
Right. So the snag is that the telepathic distress that you're picking up, it's not
just it's
coherent.
like
It's not coherent enough for sense motive to be an effective skill here. Right?
Like it's low intelligence, but
You can
it's just like
absolutely
emitting an
tell.
aura,
You could. But the thing is, just from observing its behavior, you can tell that it doesn't really want to be in this tank. You know, like you would any animal in a cage, right? Any animal that you observed in a cage that's like, appears to be moving about erratically within the cage, is you can. It's reasonable for you to assume that. But in terms of like you determining what its like deeper thoughts are, the vibe that it's sending out is not complex or coherent enough for you to make heads or tails of. I literally, I know that's frustrating and it's a non-answer, but it's the only answer that I can give you.
I mean, that's fine, you know? I'm good if that's the answer. I just, then at this point, I'm like, okay, well, there's an agitated fish in a tank. I'm going to move on, you know?
Okay.
I'm going to say, perhaps, Morgan, you might have better luck, but I'm just going to scoop up these minerals right here.
You can.
And I'm going to head just as far as I can.
He said, all right, I'm going to head out.
grab that 10K worth of
I got
reagents on your way out for sure. Okay, all right. I think that's a solid play, Roland.
It's the only play.
It's the only play.
I mean, at this point, I'm a little conflicted in the fact that, like, yes, there was some distress from this fish, but it is just a fucking fish. And like either I can just close this door and we can shuffle on, or have Morgan spend an action right.
I think that's what you should do.
Yeah. Wait, you had something to say, Emily. I wanted to at least hear your thoughts before I.
Is there was a button? There's an option to just open the thing into the water.
Yeah.
Morgan says, just let them out.
Right. Okay. If that's the case, then I mean, like, I could do that very quickly. I mean, with my short, stubby legs.
From a metagamey perspective,
just don't even bother with it.
I think that you need to turn around, and I think Morgan needs to go in because you have so much less movement.
That is very true.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I know Morgan is far away.
All right.
But once you get that 15 feet, then you'll have your whole
10 feet away from him. So there's not. Yeah.
So
that's a very good point.
Like, I think that's the play.
Okay. All right. In that case, I think you should do it then, Morgan. And damn move. And I guess there's a way to, like, can we just castle real quick? You know, just
can we just castle? We just shimmy around each other.
Right.
Yeah.
Just here you go. Here we go.
Shimmy around. I'm giving you a free reposition.
There we go.
Thank you.
There we go. Heck yeah.
On that. Yep. So you
Unchallenged reposition.
Yeah.
I'm about it.
Swap places.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And so that'll put me... 10 feet. Cool. Okay.
Yeah. And that's as far as you can go?
That is as far as... Well, I mean, I could do double movement, so yeah. So I
I'm just
could
gonna
move
move
20
Morgan
feet
there
total.
and
Yeah,
move
there we
you-
go. Perfect. Yep.
Okay. Well, you want to go there? Okay.
I don't care where. Go ahead. That's good.
All right.
That's the better spot
Okay.
right there.
That's the better spot. For sure. Okay. Now that that's handled, Morgan, as you start to get closer, yeah, I mean, you know, you're picking up way more telepathic signals from this thing than anybody else would have.
Yeah.
Again, go ahead. What you got?
Basically would send a telepathic message to the creature and say, if you want to be let out into the water, slap the tank once.
Okay. So you direct the telepathic message at this thing, and
What language?
Common
Aquarium.
first. We'll just see. Let me
Okay.
see, what other languages
All right.
do I have?
you send out this message in common, and when you do, the creature stops moving so erratically. Okay, and it looks at you, and it doesn't slap the tank, but it starts like moving around, you know, like with its eyes on you, and it's just sending out this telepathic vibe. Like I said, you get the sense like that it understands you, you know, on some level. But what it's sending out, it's like a baby. It's like baby talk in another language. You know what I mean? Like it's you can tell that it's trying to tell you something, but you just but it's not like
Can I do
it's not intelligent in this in the way that you would imagine like sapience to be.
Gotcha.
You know?
Can I do a life science on it? Just
Yeah,
to
sure.
See? So that's going to be 16 on the die. That's 22.
22. All right, that's pretty good, Morgan. With a check that high, you feel fairly confident that this is a creature that is heretofore unknown to residents of the Pact Worlds. Like, this is not something that's in that you can Google up. This is not something that's in a textbook somewhere. Like, this is a
rare species.
This is a rare creature.
Get it.
I mean, like, how big is it? Is it like me sized?
It's not I would say individually it's between small and tiny. You know what I mean? Like, it's bigger than.
Is it bigger than Saoirse?
Yes.
Okay. But smaller than me. Okay. It's dog sized.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can't really carry a dog sized fish.
No, and it can't. It's clearly aquatic. It's
Yeah.
clearly aquatic.
There's nothing in here. I mean, I can take a picture, I guess. It's calmed down, but it's looking at me.
Yeah, it's looking at you, and then, you know, it kind of wiggles, and then it swims to the other side of the tank towards the sea,
Okay.
and then it
All
swims
right.
back to you, and it looks at you, and then it
Like-
swims back to the tank, to the other side of it.
Where's the button? Right there.
Close at hand.
Come on, Morgan.
Morgan like waves at the fish thing and pushes the button.
Okay. All right. So you push that button, okay, and you see the back side of the tank open up out into the sea, and the creature, like, you know, it swims out and then it turns around and then it swims towards you, and like it just kind of like moves its body up and down a little bit, and then it swims back out into the sea. However, after you press that button, like something in one of those hatches, electrical sparks start shorting, and all of the hatches open on both sides, and water starts coming in on both sides.
Fuck!
No
And
good
we'll see
deed
ya.
goes unpunished.
Damn.
What have you done?
I freed the fish baby!